this is Scott, and this is the Hyper Report. Here are the quotes for various items. First, central banks losing control. For years, global central banks have been manipulating the financial markets. However, every great con game eventually comes to an end. Investors are waking up to the game, and this is causing chaos in the bond markets, credit markets, and eventually end in the greatest economic transition that any of us will ever see. Next, non-farm payroll. The fictitious non-farm payroll report is the poster child for everything that is wrong with our country. As a small example, the BLS claims the financial services added 23,000 jobs. However, the opposite is true from disclosures from HSBC and JP Morgan. In short, the lies are becoming even more transparent. Next, Argentina controls. Governments in financial trouble like Argentina award more power to the state and capital controls become the norm. Those living in Argentina have been enduring some of the worst measures imaginable. From capital controls, exchange controls, price controls, and media controls, the citizens of Argentina must feel like they are in a coffin that is being built around them, and no country is immune to the consequences of foolish government endeavors. Next, vaccine database. $3 billion have been awarded to vaccine-damaged children and their families over the past several decades. However, trying to access the latest government data on vaccine injury awards is like playing whack-a-mole. Since January of 2014, twice as many victims have won court decisions than the previous 8 years combined. Yet, we are told that vaccines are safe and effective and that there is no science or data to support the dangers of vaccines. Next, grid-down communication. CB radios and walkie-talkies may be the main form of communication for the average person, and they are the best candidates for filling the gap that cell phones and internet providers would leave behind. If anything, CB radios were our parents' version of the internet. They are affordable, accessible, allow for anonymous communication. However, you have to learn the lingo. That's a big 10-4, good buddy. Next, two-thirds won't pay. A recent survey by Rasmussen Reports reveals that two-thirds of Americans are unwilling to pay $100 per year in additional costs to prevent global warming. Between the email scandals of ClimateGate showing scientific collusion and the satellite data that shows no global warming in 18 years, one has to ask, why would one-third of Americans pay? Of course, that one-third likely supported Obama wreck without actually paying for it themselves. Next, cost of living abroad. If you've wondered how much it would cost to live in another country, please take a look at this infographic that shows the cost of living around the world. Finally, please prepare now for the escalating economic and social unrest. Good day.